Hi guys, it's Christmas City or Homestead. Time for dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it. If you can, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I know the comments have been weird. And if you're interested in the cookbook, the link is below. So today I'm making, it's Taco Tuesday, and I looked it up how to say it so people don't have to tease me. Flautas. Flautas. And I am getting something out of my freezer. So, any kind of leftover mashed potatoes, or if I had potatoes that I really, really needed to get rid of, I was freezing them. And this is my last container. Now, because they've been frozen, I'm going to add a little bit of butter to them to make them creamy again. I usually heat them up in the microwave, but I'm going to do it on the stove today. And we'll put that in the middle, and as it starts to get warm, we'll melt it in there. Now you can make fresh potatoes. You can use the bagged potatoes, whatever you want to use, you can do it. So now, they're like a they're like a potato taco or something like that, or taquito, whatever it happens to be. So, we're going to do them, but I'm going to add something. And if you want to add meat to yours, you can. If you don't want to add any of this stuff, you don't have to. It's whatever is good for you. Now, I thought about sauteing the onions first, but I thought because I'm not putting any meat in it, wouldn't it be nice just to have some, like, a little bit of crunch in there? I mean, there won't be tons of crunch, but there'll be a little bit. So I'm going to dice those up pretty small. We don't want great big pieces in our mouth, I guess. Me personally, I wouldn't care. I love onions. Like I told you guys before, my grandma used to pick up a sweet onion and she'd add salt to it, and it'd be like eating, you know, an apple to her. She loved onions so much. So I'm going to get these, continue to slice them up, dice them up really small. And like I say, if you want to add meat to it, if you want to add something else to it, you're more than welcome to. They're yours to do whatever you want. But I seen these, and I was just going to do the tacos, and then Tom's like, well, I kind of like those Flautas better. They look nicer. And I'm like, how about we do that? And then I got to thinking about it. I don't have enough tortilla shells in that size, so I'll probably do a few tacos that way too. So then I thought, you know, this would be great to have some pepper jack cheese. But I don't have any pepper jack cheese that's shredded. So, make use of what you got. So I have slices that I bought the last time I went to Aldi's. I don't go there very often, so I thought, you know what, I could dice those up into small pieces, and it wouldn't matter that it wasn't, you know, shredded. We can just make them into small pieces. Make what you got to last to do what you need. I think that's always a good idea. Don't go running out to get something special if you have something at home. And if you have just regular cheese at home and that you want to use it. If you want to dice up cheese, dice it. It's one good thing about kitchens, you know. You do whatever you want to do for you and your family. And that's what works best. That wasn't too much prep, was it? Now in the oven, I have tortilla shells warming up on 200. See how when it's been froze, it kind of doesn't stick together real well. And we want it to. And, well, we want it hot too. So I'm going to get that heated up, and then we'll be back. Alright, so now we got it heated up, and if you notice now it sticks together better, everything else. So, we're going to throw in all those onions. And those were those onions I had left over from yesterday. And we're going to throw all that cheese in there. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper. If there's other things that you want to add, like there is one thing I want to add. Because they have a whole bunch of stuff being added different. You can add cumin, you can add garlic powder, you can add whatever you want to. But I figured because I put the cheese in there, I tasted a piece and it's quite spicy. So I don't really think I'm going to need to add anything else to it. But, you know, we can taste it as it heats back up. So I'm going to cook that just for a minute longer. Maybe actually we'll put in a little bit of cumin. That way I don't spice it up too much. But there isn't much left in this jar. We'll put a little bit of cumin in there. Oh yeah. This is going to be good. Let's try a small taste of it and see what we think. That's good. I'm going to let it heat for just a couple more minutes. Alright, so I got my tortillas out. I have oil in the bottom of the pan. They said you don't want to deep fry because it'll make the filling come out. And, excuse me. And, yeah, you just don't, you want it to just be so that you actually have to flip it and whatever to fry both sides. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put some stuffing inside of that. And you can take it out to almost the edge. And then you want to roll it as tight as you can roll them. And put them on the bottom. You don't want to put too much stuffing in there, because if you do, then it's all going to squirt out. And like I say, I only have 7 of these tortillas, so we'll be using, after that, we'll be using the street taco ones while I'm letting the oil heat up. She showed how she put a, and I never thought to do that either. She showed how she put a wooden spoon, and if there was bubbles around the wooden spoon, then it was ready to go, your oil. I never thought to do that. I've done what you're not supposed to do, like, you know, flick water in there. But you can see how that cheese is pulling in there. I'm really not quite sure how many to make because I don't know how many Tom will eat, because I'm not doing a side dish or anything. Just these. Look at that cheese pull. I don't know if I'm filling these too full or not. I don't know. Never made them before. That one I think I did because there's potatoes coming out of the edge. Nope. Alright, I'll be back when the oil's heated up. Alright, let's hope these are, this is hot enough now. Now we're going to put them in. It says you can crowd them. It doesn't matter. So what you want to do is you want to fry them a couple of minutes on each side. Now I still have a lot of potato left, so what I'm going to do is the ones that are the street taco size, we're going to make those into tacos. So we just fill it up on the one side and double it over like that. If we have too many, you know, I'll take them downtown. No big deal. Somebody will eat them. Tom hadn't been eating the orange juice or drinking the orange juice that I bought, so it was getting close to date. Well, it was past date actually, but it's still good for a while. I took that down Saturday, and then I went to the gas station, and when I came back, they already had half of it gone, so I told them I'd rather not see it go to waste, you know what I mean? Alright, so now we have tacos too. Now we're going to turn those over. And let that other side cook too. That one I didn't seal good enough. We can try to fix it. No big deal. I just seen these online and it was like, yeah, I thought they were pretty cool. Something different, you know. And I had all those mashed potatoes in the freezer, and I thought, you know what? Good way to use up the potatoes. You know, I had to use up the onions. I have cheese in there. I have everything needed to make it. So why not, you know? Look at that. It'll be nice and crunchy. Must be it doesn't like the edge of my pan, so we'll just stick to doing it this way. And we'll use these to put them in there because I did burn the very tip of my finger and that didn't feel good. So there we go. Look at that. Whoops. Look at those. Alright, so let me finish frying some up and we'll be back. So now the flautas are done. And I've put the tacos in there. And you want to do the same exact thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up whatever uses up first, whether it's the shells or, you know, if it's just the mashed potatoes that's used up first. And I'm going to fry them all up. Look at that. I think it just gives you a new taste of something and a chance to use up some leftovers. You know, you don't have to always just have potato pancakes or just mashed potatoes. Sometimes you can make something else really good out of them. So we're going to set these on the plate as well. And then, of course, you can add sour cream or salsa. Whatever you happen to want to add to them, you can. You know, you can make a dip to use on them. I've got 2 more and then I've got to make up some more. But look at those. Those look delicious. Alrighty, I'm going to get them all fried up and then I'll be back. So I ended up getting 9 tacos and 7 flautas. And it didn't take long at all. I mean, that's great. So, let's try one. I would try the tacos, but they're still really, really hot. Alright. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. If you like mashed potatoes, you're going to love that. And I think you could add any spices that you want to it. If you want them spicier. Even red chili flakes. That would be good in there. I don't know. Chili powder. Cumin. Anything you wanted to. Sky's the limit. You do you. And it doesn't take much oil to use it up either. So that's a good thing. It's not real oily. I put them on there, but they really isn't a whole lot of oil to soak up. So that's dinner. We'll be back when Tom gets home and he can try it. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
I made some dip. That's what I used to make for the kids when we'd watch Survivor together. It's sour cream and salsa.
That's good.
Didn't need anything fancy. So those are the flautas. And then if you notice, I put 2 tacos on your plate. You want to try them? See if they're any different?
Sure.
And I put your favorite cheese in there.
Pepper jack?
Mm-hmm. You like it because it's mashed potatoes, huh? He said, I made more room in the freezer now. And I go, yeah, I just put something else in its place. So somebody's going to take some PTO off on Thursday.
Yeah. 5-day weekend.
Alrighty. Wish we'd arranged with Nate that we could have went to Tennessee, but he wants a longer notice. So what do you think?
Delicious.
Alrighty. Winner, winner. Flautas dinner.
Flautas dinner.
Alrighty. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing. And goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.